we're here playing another of our old courses that came out around the time the game came out. Courses that were published before I started streaming, and so may or may not have played them, but definitely don't have a video of them. This one is South Yarra by b101, Ben. And this was, when I first came to this community, this was the course I kept hearing about. It's a sandbelt course. I love sandbelt. Royal Melbourne, I think, is a really awesome course. But what I really like about sandbelt is there's only really one small part of the world where there are sandbelt courses. In the sandbelt around Melbourne, I think it is. And it's its own unique style. And it really feels like this was one of the first well done sandbelt courses. I'm not even sure if there'd been many attempts at it before. So yeah, I have played this course quite a bit. It was on TGCTours. It's been on twice, I think. But anyways, this is where I was introduced to Ben and his strategy. Okay. Oh, wrote Jake. Yeah, I enjoy this course so much. Oh, I meant to be on pin 3. Damn. Oh well. But just like you've got the sandbelt nailed here. This is a tough course too. I remember that. Just with the way the bunkers go right in the greens, that's what sandbelts do. Very minimal rough. The ball just it's really about the ball running here. Hey there, Lacey. And if you're an aspiring designer, Ben's tutorials on YouTube for course design are a great place to go. I usually suggest Crazy Canucks first for the course design 101, and then when you got to handle the basics, then b101, is it b101 design? I think it's b101 design on YouTube is a great place to go for some more kind of advanced.
Hey, Smells! $1,000 you missed that putt.
Yeah, I did. For some more advanced topics, things like, you know, how to make a short but not drivable par 4 interesting, how to do a 3-shot par 5, stuff like that, where he really gets into it. How to have green movement that's interesting. You had a whole green series, I think, didn't you? Anyways, so there's a lot of cool stuff out there. So make sure you're hitting up B101. I think it's B101 Design on YouTube, checking out his stuff. And he does stream on Twitch as well. So make sure you're following him. So this one here, it's all about how close can you keep it to these bunkers without going in them, because that opens up the green completely. Now you go farther right, it's safer, but then your angle sucks. We got this just about right. Can't go too far right, otherwise that bunker will get us. Ah! That's not right. That's a long way left. This is going to be tough. Oh, I just remembered the 18th hole here. Oh, God. It's not the easiest finisher you're ever going to find. Did I even get this here? Oof. Yeah, the greens were tough. The greens are tough on this course. I remember that too.
I didn't see that. Did that go in?
No.
I wasn't watching. Did it go in the, did
No.
it go in the hole?
No.
I wasn't watching.
No.
I know I saw it go up.
No.
Did it come back in?
No.
All right.
No, it didn't. Classic Ben here, where, I mean, you're dead left, but you've got room right. You've got help right, but you're going to have a difficult putt. Go too far right. Oh my God. And if you shank it, well, you're dead. That's miserable. Oh, that needs to slow down. Oh. Well, I can have no complaints about this. I hit an awful tee shot. Easy part. Actually, South Yarra was a course that early 2021, I want to say. It hosted both the Elite and Platinum tours of TGC Tours at the same time. The same week, which was cool. It was funny watching me get like top 25 maybe, and my score wouldn't have made the cut on Platinum. I wanted to get this out to the right. So lots of width out here, but angle matters. And notice there that the right was the best way to play, or best place to play from. That's where the bunkers were. So a lot of times on this course, you're challenging trouble to give yourself the best shot in. Or you can kind of play safe and then have a more difficult shot in, and you'll probably make par fairly easily. But birdie might be a struggle. Ah! Tug that one too. This course had manipulated tees too, I think, right? But kind of minimally. So yeah, here we can go over the bunker left, go over all this stuff to the left, and then that gives us a great angle. Why is any of us here, Matt or Maddie? I mean, why are we alive? Why does, you know, we could get into that massively. So yeah, we can play left or to the right. I mean, it's going to give us a difficult approach. If we can carry this, then we'll have an easier one. I'm still farther right than I wanted to be, but shorter shot will make this a little easier. Now, Ben has told me before that he doesn't think South Yarra would really hold up anymore. Beg to differ. Beg to differ. There's so much. Like you play this for 72 holes. The 4 different pin sets, the 4 different tee sets. Well, you're not gonna play all 4 tee sets, but there are a couple that you might switch around. Different wind conditions. I mean, this course is gonna give you everything you want. And you will walk off after 72 holes feeling like you had a full amount of golf. Like you had certainly wasn't repetitious. And now here, I mean, what am I? This is where Ben does it. Yeah, and I mean that's fair too, Ben. I think, and I would say that of Lost Preserve as well, right? Like, I think Jamie's probably better now than he was then, but I still think you undersell this course. I'm not interested in a calculus exam right at the moment. I'm just gonna hammer it. But this is the kind of stuff Ben does you. Is he? Yeah, and I'm dead. That's not the best place to be. Although I can use the short game wizardry of this and I'll be fine. But he does that where, I mean, wide open tee shot, you've got basically one bunker you got to worry about. And yet, you're sitting there trying to figure out where do I hit this thing. Now that should have been a miserably difficult shot. The short game in this is just too easy, is what it comes down to. That should have been like, if I get that, if I leave that in real life, I have no shot there. In the game, I'll just loft up a lob wedge and splash it off of, you know, super tight, rock hard fairway, and I'll be fine. Oh, that might get the bunker. No. How close was I? Oh. It was close. You know, asking for precision here. I have 9-iron, wedge, 9-iron, something like that. Again, I mean, it's not an easy course, but the questions it asks the player are reasonable. You know, you're asking me to be precise with a short iron. Sure. I think that's the thing that the majority of designers don't get right, is they just don't make the shot difficulty match like what you're hitting, right? So they'll ask you to hit a shot like that with a 4-iron. No. 9-iron? Sure. Into the wind. That's gonna make this a bit longer. Well, Black Salt Valley says hi. I mean, this course does have some areas where it can get a bit treacherous. But yeah, it was designed for Master Swing. Master Swing when red fast was a thing though. Bounce. Oh no. So yeah, hitting driver off the deck on Master would have been a nightmare. Yeah, when I played it the first time, it was on Master, and I struggled. Like there's some relatively fine margins here, but again, I don't think they're unreasonable. I like 10, personally. We're going to be there in a minute. I think it's pin 3 on 10 is one I really like. This hole I remember being a pain in the ass, because it bounces all the way down here. So you can play it out here somewhere. I never really figured this hole out, but you leave yourself 220. Bounce. Okay. There is a bit, the line here is maybe a little too fine. And then, whoa, that's a pin. That might be too much. Yep. Bye-bye. Yeah, on Master, this course it has its way with you. Although, go back to the tour events that were played here when it was Elite and Platinum on the same course, and the scores they're low. Yeah, okay. It was. So this, I think pin 3 is like here. And this is a hole people are asking about short drivable fours. I mean, this hole looks drivable. It kind of sort of is, depending on the tee. I think there's a tee set that I think you have where it is drivable, maybe. Anyways, it looks like you want to hit driver up here. The ball kicks, I mean, it goes over here when you hit driver. Like, you got to really cheat it to not have it get bounced down into here somewhere. To get to that pin, your best move is to hit one over here somewhere to about here, and then hit a full wedge right up the throat at it. So it's a shot that most people won't try to play because it's a short par 4. We're going to hammer driver up there, but you're way better off just hitting an iron and having a full wedge in. Now this pin's a little different. This one, I think I can take it up there. Oh, get it over the bunker, you idiot. Okay, now we're in trouble. Although, again, this shot should be miserably difficult. And we'll just take a little pitch. Stupid. A 58-yard bunker shot should be terrifying. But this is, I mean, this is a beautiful 360-yard hole where you've got to really think about where is the best place to hit your second shot from. It isn't just hammer a driver up there. Like if you ended up down here somewhere, that's going to be fun coming over here and stopping it there. And that was especially the case when we were using Master Swing. Being on Pro has kind of taken some of the teeth out of this place. It's definitely changed some of the strategy because some of the shots are just too easy now. Oh, I remember this, yeah. See if we can feed this off the slope a little bit. What do you think of Force coming up, Ben? So as long as you stay right of the pin, you'll stay on the green. You go much left of it, you're gone. And then this bunker shot is horrific. Because you have to hit it so easy, and that's probably the toughest thing to do in this game. Ah! Yeah. Yeah, Maddie, we got to a point where there's not really a whole lot of new courses right now, right? So, I thought, well, actually, it was Axel's idea that I would go back and play courses that were published before I started streaming, and 2020 Dream Team was right before I started streaming, so I was glad to see them come up over Huddersfield, that's for sure. Oh no, this is the one you gotta actually kind of skirt the right. Kind of. But I knew it had been a while that since Forrest had been up. I didn't realize it had been as long as it had been. Yeah, I like this tee shot a lot. I could have been farther right. I think I'm just going to try to play it to here. If it flies there, if it creeps up the ridge, great. If it doesn't, that's fine. Thought there was wind. Now I'm dead. Oh, that's going to come back. So difficult. Oh, I thought my way through that second shot well too, but it just didn't fly how far I thought it would. This bounces way over there, doesn't it? So I wanted to keep it down the right because I knew it bounced left if I got too far over there, and then this angle would be awful. I'm around. Oh, no. No. Flat. Chip shouldn't be horrific. So I mean, you can score out here. There's places you can miss it, and you know your up and downs aren't going to be too terrible. It seems like the closer, like the more you go after the pin, the worse your miss is going to be, which makes sense. Let's see. Depends on the bounce. Whoa. 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 Okay. Not bad. I don't know if I've ever played a bend course where I wasn't like actually tired after playing it. It's not thinking so hard. Oh yeah, I remember this. I feel like there's a pin set where you can kind of take a crack at this. But not quite. Oh my god. Let's see. Could easily make a course for a case being over here somewhere. But I seem to remember having decent luck hitting it up here, and then I've got the whole length of the green to pitch it up. Which in that case is a flop. Which this is stupid too, that we're hitting a flop shot. Came up a hair short. Like these short par fours that aren't gimme birdies. I had to make a good putt to make that one. Or I had to challenge the back. Like I had to challenge that pin and risk going over the back. And then this one bounces way left. I remember this. Yeah. So with the right wind, you can probably go over this. This isn't the right wind. And when you're way over here, I mean, your angle is nothing. Let's see. Just trying to sneak it past this bunker. Yeah. In this wind, that's about as well as I was going to do, I think. Leaves a fairly short second shot, but that pin is tough. Can I get... Well, I need about 192 to cover. I should be able to get 4 iron to go that far, I would have thought, even though it's a tiny bit into the wind. Just... No. Not quite. Yeah, we'll chip it in. The margins here are quite fine. There's no question about that. The difference between a great shot and an almost but not quite can be fine at times. Which is fine. Nothing wrong with that. So again, your preferred angle is left. That's where the bunkers are. Also, is there a penalty area on this course at all? I don't think there is there? There's no water. No OB, I don't think. Like, I don't think there's a hazard anywhere on this course. Which just goes to show you don't have to have tons of hazards to make the course difficult. I mean, technically, well, are bunkers hazards now? Anyways, I mean, other than bunkers, I think that's it. Pulled the crap out of this second shot, so now I've got a difficult putt. Yeah, but they used to officially be hazards, right? And then 2019, the rules changed. Oh boy. Which Shoreditch? The links one or the original? And then we finish with this casual 520-yard into the wind par 4. The links? That was already difficult as it was. Did you get rid of that awful Buretz at least? Look at this green. Oh, this... I had some rounds end in disappointment here, that's for sure. Oh no. Didn't want to hit slow that. That's a nice subtle bend slope right there. Maybe a bit, Ben. I can see what you're saying there, and I think my counter to that would be that the game going to pro now, it kind of needs that. Like I just shot. What did I shoot? 9 under, and I didn't. Certainly wasn't trying like I normally would. Like I wasn't playing competitively. I don't. I guess I chipped in once or twice, but in this game that's fairly common. It wasn't like I made any outrageously great shots. I just kind of plodded my way around and there it was. So I think the biggest difference is because this was designed for master, playing it on pro might make it a little bit, kind of neuters it a bit. And then I think the biggest thing that hurts this course, and it's got nothing to do with you designing it, the short game kills it. The short game kills it. There's so many places where you put yourself where you should be dead, and the short game is so easy that you just hit a stupid little splash or something and then you're fine. You put a bunch of spin on it, it stops, you're absolutely fine. I think if that wasn't like that, then you could calm down a couple of those pins and still have it play tough, and I think it'd be a great test. So I do think it's worth remembering that you're dealing with the imperfections of the game, of the actual gameplay as well. The only way to make a course truly difficult is to make it gimmicky. So I know I've enjoyed this course every time I've played it. It's a handful, but it's in a good way. You might have a pin or two that get a bit close to the edge, but you always have a shot. That's all I ever ask for. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you like this trip down memory lane, hit like and subscribe. Make sure that we get the algorithm working and that people can see the great courses that these fantastic designers create. Make sure you're checking out B101 Designs YouTube channel and Twitch for his tutorials and his streams, where he often will be designing on streams, so you can see how he actually designs. For now, we'll have a new playthrough in the future, but for now I'm going to say cheers.